Hello everyone, and welcome to what I believe is the final video in the Arcadia Fallen Let's Play, which makes me very sad because, as you know, I love this game so much. But you know what, I'm gonna save all of those thoughts for the end of the video for when I inevitably ramble. So, in the last video, Elizabeth died, which I'm still not over, and we gained some, inspiration, I guess, from other heroes of the past, and now we're off encouraging my friends before we go solve this thing for good. We already saw Michael because I could not resist picking him first last time. So now we have to go around to our other friends. Let's start with Victoria. The first companion that we met, aside from Mime. The streets of Anemone Valley are in utter chaos. Fearful cries and roars of fury are all mixed together as frenzied villagers set their homes ablaze, attacking family and friends desperately trying to flee.
Time to go.
This way. Follow the street and get out of town. Now.
Thank you.
Hi.
Victoria, what's going on?
Ugh.
You. What are you two doing here?
Look.
Surprised you're still staying in town, girl. This place is going to be crawling with demon. I mean, I guess it kind of is your job. It kind of seemed like you were fired, but whatever. This place is going to be crawling with demon hunters any minute now. They're going to terminate anything remotely magical within the town, including you two. Oh, geez.
I have to help.
I couldn't just run away. I couldn't just abandon my home to the demons.
Of all the...
So now you're here to die with them?
Look.
The town is already lost. Knights are rounding up the villagers and holding them until the hunters get here. Right now, it's impossible to tell who's possessed and who isn't. So once they arrive, it'll be a complete massacre.
Oh, really?
Michael! You're here with us! Oh my gosh! I mean, I know, you came with me once I went and got you, but I don't know why it just didn't occur to me that, it would carry over and they would be in these conversations. I thought it was just gonna be one-on-one with each of them. I'm not complaining. Hello. So you're just going to give up? That doesn't seem like you, Victoria. And I love these two's dynamic, so I'm glad you're here, and I went to you, so you can be in this conversation.
That can't be.
Michael, I thought you could be halfway across the continent by now. I might have been if Morgan hadn't stopped me. Running away does seem like the rational reaction to nearly having your head chopped off.
Look.
Being rational was never my forte.
I'm... sorry.
Michael, I'm sorry about the trial in the library. It wasn't supposed to end this way.
Here.
I know. I'm sorry too, for what you had to give up to save my sorry neck. I'm very lucky to have a friend like you. I'm so glad that I went and got Michael so that they could have this conversation.
Of all the...
Friend, huh? Am I wrong? So, did you all come here to get all emotional on me, or does someone actually have a plan? Exorcism. Somewhat. Possibly.
So?
Elizabeth taught me a new skill to get rid of the demon inside Ronan. She taught me it in this weird bar that, only exists if, you're dead. But I wasn't actually dead. Long story. We'll have to confront him directly and then stop him.
That's...
So you're what? Planning to just walk up to him and test out this new spell of yours? Have you lost your mind? He'd kill you in a second. What kind of idiotic plan is that? So, you're in? I need your help. I won't just give up. Help me. I can't do this without you, Victoria. Woman's eyes.
Why
Oh,
me?
curse it all. I'm already doomed, so might as well go all the way. Go all the way. You clearly are going to get yourself killed if I'm not around to help.
Let's go!
Let's go then. We still have to find the others. Hip hip hooray, Victoria. So, yours should have updated now, right? Victoria turned against Alethea to save Michael. But yours already updated a while ago. I don't know. Let's go to Caden. We'll get Anne last, because do we need her to, make this thing work? She just feels like a good one to end on, if that's the case. You find Caden in an alleyway, near the town square. You also did not get as far as I expected you to. I'm the only one that truly, like, ran for it. And Michael, because he was in the woods. He stays near the shadows, sharp eyes watching the streets closely until he notices your presence. Morgan, you made it out. I'm glad you're okay.
I'm glad.
I'm glad to see you're okay as well, Caden. For now, at least. When we all got separated, I tried to find you, but nothing. I returned here to see if there was anything I could do about Ronan. My scouting hasn't revealed any openings so far, however...
I can't believe this.
I can't believe Elizabeth, I know! She sacrificed everything to give us an opening. We have to do something with this chance, but... we have to face reality. We are alone. We need a miracle to fix this.
Happy to help.
I think if anyone were to create a miracle, it would be our odd group. Yeah, we're kind of good at that. Don't you agree? This is my favorite Caden sprite. Caden looks startled, then he chuckles softly. You're right. The very fact that we've gotten so far with these people is a wonder in itself.
You know.
You've led us well this far, my friend. I'm ready to see where this journey will take us. Me too.
This is it.
I'm ready to see this through to the end as well.
As you wish.
Let's go then. We have a town to save. Victoria and Michael didn't get in on that conversation. Caden? Caden is ready to face his mistakes head on. And last but not least, Anne. Your locket leads you to Quinn's shop, and into the workshop you've come to know so well. Oh, no one destroyed this place. Crazy how it's still safe here. You find Anne rushing to pack up her notes, anxiously looking out at the street every few seconds. She gasps when she sees you, snapping her bag shut. Morgan, you made it. Thank Isith. Come, we have to get out of here quickly before those lunatics find us.
So...
Did you see Quinn on the way here? They were already gone when I made it to the shop, so they are probably already left. We should meet up and... Listen, I got a plan, girl.
About that...
Not so fast, Anne. I might have a plan that'll allow us to fix things. Does your plan involve some kind of divine intervention? I don't know if you've noticed, but the entire town is swarming with demon-possessed townsfolk, and those who aren't possessed are probably out for blood as well. Or our blood. Elizabeth, she... Sorry, you knew her much better, and yet I still can't stop shaking. Everyone else, at least you and Caden, maybe Victoria too, seem to already know Elizabeth died. Did they see it happen? After all that, why do you see the need to put yourself in harm's way again? This town clearly doesn't care about you. They don't want your help, so why? Listen, I'm scared too, girl.
About that...
It's not like I'm not afraid as well. I'm terrified, honestly, but even so, I have to do this. The mage huffs, running a hand down her face with a low groan.
Alethra's mercy.
Alethra's mercy. Why do you have to be so stupidly brave?
You see...
Who knows? I don't feel especially brave, honestly. I'm just reacting most of the time. The one thing I do know is that I care about this town. It's my home, despite everything, and I don't want to live with the what-ifs if I don't at least try to fix it. So you're insane then. Should have realized.
So...
Now come on, let's go save this stupid town from certain doom. Yay! Okay, that's where we have to go, to the market, I guess. But first, Anne is willing to join you in this fight, in this final fight, despite the dangers. Yeah, girl. All my friends are ready to help me. But first I'm gonna save. Okay, let's go. Chapter 7, Chosen to Choose. Whoa. Why does the street look like that? You and your companions walk into the town square. All around you, homes are on fire, and the sound of distant screaming is ever present. Someone else is already there in the square.
Kim, please, we have to go.
Oh.
No, my brother is still in there. He has to be.
How sweet. Don't worry, kid. I'll just be sure to capture your spirit properly this time. And reunite you with your dear brother.
Have we ever met the true Ronin? Like, I think Like, the very beginning of the game when he showed up at Elizabeth's shop. Was that him? Or was that the demon? Because I know he was kind of, like, rude at the shop. Because we were, like, went and complained to Quinn about it. It's like one of the first things we did in this game. But I don't know if that was Ronan or if that was the demon. Maybe, like, a mix of both.
As soon as I've dealt with our other guests.
Alchemist!
Hi. What will you do? Encourage Kim or tell him to step down? Trust him to help? Use your spell to take down Ronan. Ugh. I'm gonna trust him.
It's okay, Kim. I'm here to help. We'll get your brother back.
Thank you. I'm not afraid of you, demon. I can see my brother still in there, and I will get him back.
Oh, wow. Look, you get a little mage sprite, Kim. Kim's hands glow a brilliant green, and you watch in shock as his eyes turn gold. A mist of magical energy reaching out like vines to ensnare Ronan.
What the?
What kind of magic is this?
Well, I'll be. Looks like our young friend has learned a new trick.
Spirit magic. Kim, how did you...
Yeah, how did he learn that? It's just instinctual. You see the demon leave Ronan's body. Seriously? You have a moment to strike it. Oh. I don't know what I want to do. Like, on one hand, it'd be cool to, like, let Kim do it. I'm gonna save. I kind of want to strike it because I kind of want to do something here at the end. You know?
Mime? I'm ready. Let's do this.
I don't want Kim to steal the whole show, you know? Okay. Do this for maybe the last time. Then I'm once again just gonna skip to when I do it. Haha! I did it! One last time I had to be like, okay, hold on guys, wait. Let me do my little alchemy. Let me save again. I don't want it to crash on me at the end. The light fades and Ronan is still standing. You know what? Did Mime's update? I did not check her. Mime is with you till the end. Aw, you're my little buddy, Mime. He looks up, eyes clearing. Ronan, is it you?
Kim?
Aw.
Ronan!
Kim rushes over and throws himself into Ronan's arms. The tall man holds him tightly, like the world might snatch his brother away if he loosens his grip.
You stupidly reckless little... What were you thinking? I could have... I almost...
The man grits his teeth, and he holds his brother close. Wow, it's weird to see you not being a jerk.
I'm sorry. So sorry.
You all watch from afar as the two brothers are reunited at last. That was way easier than I thought it'd be.
This is...
Oh, you're not gonna say it? You did it? We removed the demon? You did! Kim somehow managed to separate the demon from his brother long enough for us to get a clear shot at it. It's gone.
Got it.
That's one problem taken care of.
Let's see.
We still need to get rid of all these unwelcome guests. No biggie. I'm sure this will be a walk in the park. Manning a giant underground alchemy locket to seal away hundreds of demons at once? Sure, easy.
Wait.
Ronan has composed himself somewhat and joins you, though his hand never leaves his brother's shoulder.
There's something important I think you should know.
Wow, your voice... like... it's got a totally different tone to it now.
When I was under that thing's control, I got a good glimpse into his mind. I know it's hard. After everything I did. But he was trying to protect someone dear to him. Just like I was.
What do you mean?
Those demons. They've been trapped beneath the earth for so long. They're furious, of course, but they're also frightened, in pain. Is it possible? Is there any way to resolve this so they don't have to go back to that place?
Bro, I don't know.
Look.
We can't just let them roam free. The chaos and damage.
No, I know. I'm not suggesting you let them be free, but then... is it possible to end them?
End their suffering?
Death would be better than whatever that place is.
That's new.
Morgan, that spell you just used, it wasn't the same as you've used before, right?
About that.
Elizabeth taught us how to do it. She showed us how we can use the locket to kill demons. It takes a lot out of me, though. Elizabeth? But she... It's sort of a long story. Right, like I said. Long story. Weird bar in a weird dimension. Rune was there. Michael, you should ask him about it sometime. An alchemy spell that kills demons.
This is...
That's it.
Huh?
Huh?
So...
We can use your new skill to get rid of the demons for real. No sealing them away like another bomb beneath the town, but permanently gone.
Really?
But how? Morgan and I can't exactly go around and fight every single demon in town. We have to save our energy if we want to use the giant alchemy puzzle beneath the town to seal away. Oh. Catching on. Can someone maybe fill me in? Instead of sealing demons away, we use the locket beneath the town to amplify this destruction spell. The demons won't know what hit them.
This is...
Would that really be able to reach all across town? If it works for the sealing spell, then surely it will work for this destructive spell too. Though... There's a cost. Of course there is.
Although...
Doing something like this, compared to merely sealing them away, that's going to demand a lot more power. Like how much? Like an amount that will probably drain every demon in Morgan's locket, and mine as well. What?
So you are saying... if I give up everything, then all of these spirits will be free?
No! No! We're saving again. How could you... I feel like Ronan's gonna be so mad. Forgo with the original plan, but I can't sacrifice Mime? Will it matter? This is the worst decision. This is the hardest decision you've given me in the game. Gosh. It's kind of like that one from, like, Victoria, where it's like, do you sacrifice one to save many? And I can't sacrifice Mime.
This is all too risky. We're going with the original plan to seal the demons away.
I agree. We shouldn't be taking any risks like this. The townsfolk need our help.
Take out your locket and begin casting the spell.
Let's do this. One last grand demon sealing spell.
I'm sorry, Ronan, but I can't sacrifice Mime. Like, these are... Yeah, it sucks. You know, probably suffering a lot, these demons, but they're also causing mass destruction, and Mime is cute and sweet and trying to help everyone, and I don't care. I didn't read that line, did I? And so the spell awoke the seal beneath the town, and tendrils of magic tore from the ground to catch every demon. It dragged them back beneath the earth, their screams and cries sealed away in the darkness. Anemone Valley woke up to a fresh start, and once the demon hunters arrived, they found no traces of magic left behind. This is going very easily, isn't it? Likewise, the heroes responsible for the miracle that had happened were nowhere to be found, leaving the sparrows to tell their tale to befuddled government officials. As the dust settles and your journey comes to an end, you find your mind drifting. You're floating in that space between dream and waking. A sea of color without substance, you drift along in the quiet, at peace.
It's time to wake up.
The world comes rushing into focus, and you open your eyes. Oh, we're here.
Did you space out again, darling? I don't think it's polite to be napping at your own celebration party.
My celebration party? That wrapped up very quickly. I almost felt like it was a bad end. It was like, no, you have to sacrifice Mime. I don't want to. You're sitting in the anemone fields, Quinn seated beside you, watching you with amusement. What celebrations?
Actually...
Honestly, it's more of a farewell party at this point. Now that the threat of the demons has been dealt with, everyone is splitting up again to go on their own paths. It makes sense for us, though, to have one peaceful moment together like this. You've accomplished something quite extraordinary, after all. Where's Mime?
Mime?
I'm sure I heard her voice. There's a flash of confusion in Quinn's eyes, and then they smile. Last I saw her, she was having a cake eating competition with Caden. Oh, thank God. She's okay. I think she might have won as well. In any case, she's around here somewhere. Must have been tired. Must have dozed off for a moment there.
Ah, so that's how it is.
I can't really blame you. You must be exhausted. I'd try to stay awake for a while longer, though, and get a word in with everyone here. Who knows when we'll ever get to see each other again once everyone spreads to the winds. Please tell me I'm going with Michael. Where will you go after all this? What's your plan once this is all over, Quinn? After everything that's happened, I suppose my old normal won't be coming back. And I'm surprisingly okay with that. My customers are already starting to come back, and many new faces are joining them. The fact that my magic was used to revive the dead forest has broken a barrier between us I'd never hoped to cross. For the first time since I've gotten here, I actually feel like I belong. That's great.
That's amazing.
That's amazing to hear, Quinn. Congratulations. I couldn't have done it without you, my friend. The future is looking up for this little valley.
Another thing.
It's going to be quiet when everyone leaves, though. I know, we won't be bothering you for random alchemy ingredients all the time. I knew all along that Anne would be leaving for the academy once she was done with her studies here, but it still stings a little. I've made her promise to write more often, though.
That sounds nice.
I hope that no matter what might happen, you'll find happiness in this place.
Thank you.
I already have, my friend. Now don't hang around here. You've got people to talk to. Go on, have fun. Oh, okay. We can go all over. I don't know, do I want to... I feel like maybe I shouldn't knock Michael out first. What's the alley? There's no portrait there. Okay, Ronan and Kim. Please don't hate me for that, Ronan. Kim and Ronan are standing together, the old brother busy fussing.
And you better remember to write me. I've gotten Quinn to help me set it all up, so there's no excuses.
Oh, is he going out to the academy?
I want to know all about what happens while you're away. Doesn't matter that I don't understand any of that magic stuff. Tell me about it anyway.
Fine, Ronan. I promise. Oh, hi there, alchemist.
Hey! I hope you don't hate me, Ronan. Looks like the two of you are having fun.
Well,
that's one way to describe it. I don't have a Ronan voice. I think the only one I had for you was evil sounding. I'm simply preparing my brother for the journey ahead. If I don't treat you right at that place, I'll go down there myself to break you out. That really won't be necessary. I'm glad I got to see you one last time before I leave, Morgan. You're gonna do great, little buddy.
About that.
I'm sure you'll do great, Kim.
thank you.
I'll do my best.
Actually,
Honestly, I'm starting to look forward to it a little bit. I might even make some new friends there.
Give him hell.
You better write home about those friends, you hear? Don't worry, I'm sure none of them are half as cool as you are. You know it. That was quick. How about Victoria? Part of me is like, maybe I should save... As much as I want to run over there to Michael, maybe I should save him for last.
I see you're done napping. I am honestly at a loss for what will happen next.
I'm no longer bound to the Empire, but I still wish to change the system. What happened to Alethea? Perhaps I'll pull some strings, take a page out of Michael's book, and work from the shadows. As long as I get to do it my way.
That's great.
I'm looking forward to seeing you turn the Empire upside down.
This is the plan.
I will make a difference. You have my word. I almost can't believe we actually did it. The demons are back where they belong, for now at least. We have peace. I feel bad. I feel back. I feel bad for sealing them away again. But I'd feel worse if mine was gone, so. They were innocents in the end as well.
Look.
Perhaps. But so are Mime and Ronan. Exactly. You get me, Victoria. I cannot fault you for picking the life in front of you and not the strangers. See, like I said, it's exactly like what that scenario you brought up. You are only human after all. Don't beat yourself up over that. But I'm sure you still have much to do before the day is over. Go on. Don't let me keep you. So very, like, quick ones. I don't know if home, like, actually takes you home or what. Let's go Caden. Been a while since we've been here. You find Caden in the Mimes, the tall outlander inspecting the location of his once failed ritual. He smiles when he sees you approach.
I think I might have overindulged on food today, but it was worth it. It's hard to say when I'll get to eat this well again. I'm going to return to my people soon. It's about time I face up to my mistakes. And theirs. If I don't bring back word of what happened here due to their negligence, then nothing will ever change. There's a long way to go, and minds are not changed overnight. But I have to try.
You'll do great, buddy. Or as I once called you, Bubby. Or did I call you Bub? I don't know, Bud? I called you something weird. I kept calling you like Bud, Buddy. I think I called you Bubby. I don't remember. It's been too long now. Anyways, I'm sure you'll do great. They will have to listen to you. I hope you're right. It is quite an achievement we've made. How are you holding up in all this? How are you feeling?
I'm glad.
I'm happy that we made it. We did a great thing, and it makes me proud to have been part of it. And you should be. Here's to a happy ending and new beginnings. I want to check. These change one last time at all? Caden is ready to let go of his guild, and leave his people behind to follow his dream of traveling the world. Okay, I thought maybe it was a typo and it meant guilt. No, it actually meant guild. Victoria is ready to return with the knights to Erados. She intends on fixing the system from within. What happened to Alethea? You know? Like, last we saw her, she turned into a demon. But like, what happened? Is she back to normal? Is she dead? I don't know. You find Anne sitting in her chair, furiously scribbling away in her notebook.
Just a second. I need to get these final thoughts down. I just got a sudden inspiration for a new angle to my research. Since I can't use the findings I've completed here as a thesis, I better get started on a new project.
Thank you, Anne, for keeping this a secret.
Actually...
Oh, she's keeping it a secret. Don't thank me. You were right. This sort of knowledge would be unwise to publish with so many people out there ready to exploit it. It's strange, but I'm actually also looking forward to traveling a bit more, getting to see more of the continent in search for a new angle. After having faced down demons, coping with a few dismayed villagers seems like a walk in the park. So much has happened since I arrived in this town. When I think back on it, I'm horrified that I let myself get dragged into this mess, but some other part of me is grateful. I don't think I'm the same person I was when we started out, but I like this new me. You've done great.
I'm glad.
You've done great for yourself, Anne. I'm looking forward to seeing where you go from here. You and me both, my friend. I have to write down the rest of my notes before I forget what I was thinking about. I'll see you later, Master Alchemist. Okay. Anne. Anne will destroy the research she has done in Anemone Valley and instead set out to find a new research subject. It kind of sucks she spent all this time on this. She's not using it, but I get why. Okay, we're gonna go Michael, and then I think we should finish off on... I don't know if we have to go here to finish or if this is gonna be like to reminisce about Elizabeth, but I think we should finish off on Mime since she's the one we started with. So hello, my love. Mime was like our first companion. She feels like a good one to end off with. Michael, please tell me we're not separating. You find Michael sitting beneath a tree, staring at the blackened branches above.
The sparrows haven't returned to this place yet, but I'm sure they will be soon. Singing Rune's latest masterpiece. I wonder if we will be in it. I won't be staying to find out, though. I'm a man on a mission now, after all.
I'm going to use what I found here to make a positive change to the world, even if it's just a tiny one. The library burned. You have a plan? Who are you?
I wonder.
You sound like you already have a plan? It wouldn't be truly me if I didn't have one last scheme up my sleeve, no? Michael pulls from his coat a small leather-bound book. with the sign of the Archivist marked on the cover. Ooh, did you recover one?
Look.
Please don't mention to Victoria I saved this. I fear she might be rather cross with me. It is not much, but it is a start. Somewhere for me to begin this new mission of mine, to hold the Empire accountable.
I mean, sure, there's no set deadline. But I do finally feel a sense of purpose.
Yay, good for you.
I'm still getting used to that.
That's
Suits you.
great.
Being driven by a goal suits you. I hope you stick to it.
Let's see.
I have a feeling I will, or else a disgruntled alchemist might come and knock me back to my senses.
Well, isn't this neat?
But since we are talking about the future, please let me come with you. I'm not one who thinks very far ahead, but there is something I need to settle. This path I'm taking, it might be dangerous. Honestly, it most certainly is going to be dangerous. And I want you to come with me. Yes! The answer is yes. Yes!
I'm glad.
Lead the way, Michael. I'll follow you, Michael. You just lead the way.
Wow, aren't you sweet?
You really are too sweet for your own good, you know. Thank you, my love. Yes! Yes! Aw. I'm so glad we are going together. Armed with the book he saved from the library, Michael is finally set on a single goal: to track down those responsible for the Great Cleansing. You're starting to have feelings for Michael. I'm running away with him. We're living our life together. What do you mean start? I really wish that would update. It's just funny. Okay, Mime.
Hi! Over here!
Hello, cutie.
I saved a cake for you.
You sit down with Mime among the anemone flowers, and she smiles brilliantly. With everyone talking about their plans for leaving, it makes me feel a little sad. We've made some amazing friends here, but now we have to part ways. Seems unfair. Are you still bound to me? Because if you are, you're coming with me and Michael.
About that.
We'll see each other again, I'm sure of it. If not in this lifetime, then I'm sure we're all gonna end up in that dead heroes bar.
Got it.
That's a nice thought. You know what? That makes me feel better. It's not farewell. It's see you soon. I do find it kind of interesting what sort of adventures we might get into in the future. Being stuck with you is certainly going to ensure that I never get bored.
We're still stuck together. I'm not upset about that. Because here's the thing. Like, yeah, we're stuck together and all, but we're powerful together. And also, it's not like a Fire Emblem 3 Houses, per se, where Sophis is quite literally stuck with you and everywhere you go, she goes with you. Like, I was off talking to all my friends and you were out here in this field, Mime. Like, we can have some distance.
I wonder.
I'm looking forward to the future ahead.
A sneaky duo and our grand adventures.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, that's so sweet, and I'm so glad that this exists. Oh my god. Thank you, Morgan, for being my friend through all this. I'm so glad I didn't sacrifice you. I love Mime so much. Oh, she's my little bestie. She's like a little sister.
I'm grateful for everything.
Oh. Okay, we're probably going here to reminisce, but that's probably a good place to end it, I feel. Especially because we're going to be leaving it behind. What's going to happen with it? The alchemy shop is quiet. Even if Elizabeth is no longer here, you can still feel her calm presence linger in the air. Okay, yeah, I'm going to save one last time. Again, out of fear of crashing. Are you ready to end the day? I am. You close your eyes and breathe in deep. Then the door to the shop bursts open.
Hi!
Hi? Come on now, everyone's waiting. She grabs you by the hand, and you can't help but smile as she drags you out into the light to rejoin your friends.
At last.
I think I did give Rune a voice maybe once. I don't know. And that is how the tale of the spirit alchemist comes to a close. Anemone Valley was saved, for now, with the demon sealed away deep beneath its soil.
Let's see.
The attempts of the Paragon to keep this incident a secret had failed, as news of the demon possession and death of his knight commander spread to Erodos and further onward into the central capital. With another election coming up and movement among the public of growing doubt in his abilities to keep dark creatures of magic in check, his rivals were smelling blood in the water. But that is all just politics for people who care about such things. The real story is what happened to the alchemist and her companions. The city of Anemone Valley was in quite the state after the dust had settled. There were those who felt resentful and wished to lash out at all the magic users in retaliation. Such voices, however, were quickly beaten down by those whose hearts had been captured by the kind flower mage Quinn. Yeah! Quinn! Their shop became a symbol of hope and new beginnings, and later a place to learn and share knowledge as Quinn began teaching. The mines might have closed, but Anemone Valley bloomed as humans, nature, and magic came together to work towards a brighter future.
Well...
You cut me off, Rune. Victoria left the knights, finding their own morals no longer aligned with their way of doing things. With her detailed knowledge of the inner workings of both the knights and the demon hunters, she began digging on her own. And with the unexpected help of a certain chaotic mage, they began unraveling the corruption of Erodos from the shadows. That means I helped too, because I went with Michael. I got to go on an adventure with a duo that I love. Well, and mine would be there too. It's like a mini reunion. They were giving up the idea that with enough tenacity, she could make Erodos a better place.
How interesting.
Michael kept his list from the remains and of the now burnt Archivist Library, and with it, he began hunting down those who had been behind the cleansing and had taken his family and so many others. At his side through it all stood Morgan and Mime. Yeah! Mime was glad to go from the demon detectives to just regular detectives.
You know...
Anne made good on her promise and destroyed all of her research about the spirit locket. Her original plan of earning her professor title before summer's end was quite successful, but as she took to the road and traveled the lands in search of new research, she came to find she didn't mind the wait. When she finally was ready to present a new case, she brought with her invaluable experience from her life on the road back with her to the academy. As a professor, she made a point of teaching her students about both the trials and wonders waiting for them outside their school to calm those who might be fearful of the future. She also made changes by pushing for permissions to allow pets onto the campus premises. Oh, that's right! What was that cat's name? Wasn't it like Mercury or something? Something that immediately earned her the title of Teacher of the Year among the student body.
At last.
Caden returned to his people with the remains of the sword he had stolen. As he feared, the reception wasn't joyous, but the young outlander who had stared down an army of demons was no longer focused on their approval. He recounted his discoveries with candor and gravity that shook the outlander's perception of their role to the continent. Their inability to act had almost doomed them all. His story wouldn't uproot hundreds of years of tradition, but it did impress certain individuals. As punishment, it was decided that he would work in service of the Nightwalkers, something Caden vehemently refused at first. However, once he realized there were allies among them who wished for reform as well, he grasped this opportunity to change his home from within. The end.
Indulge me.
So, what do you think, Madam Alchemist? Did I do the story justice? Aw. You were telling it to Elizabeth. Aw. You did a wonderful job, Rune, as always. I'm sure this story will be a popular one of yours for years to come.
Happy to oblige.
You flatter me.
I appreciate it.
It was lovely of you to indulge this old woman's curiosity, but now I also think it's time for me to call it a night. I see.
Goodbye for now, friend.
You have a safe journey, Madam Alchemist. I hope that means you know how Rune said, like, they eventually all leave? I hope that doesn't mean you're leaving, Elizabeth, because you said you were going to see me here. You have to stay until I'm dead.
Thank you, dear.
You as well. And so I am left with but one audience member yet. Truly the end to a tale. To the tale, or is it?
I'll be seeing you.
I hope to see you back here again one day, hero. And there's the end. Oh. I feel like there probably is a slightly different ending if you sacrifice mine. And I'm quite okay not getting that ending. Like, I'm good, you know? I was really happy with that ending, honestly. I everyone got their happy little ending, and it was really sweet and cute, and mine was alive, and we're together forever, and I'm a-okay with that. And there was that really adorable, like, little sprite of them hugging. Oh. Thank you for playing our game. Thank you for making the game. Okay, I adored it. And now we're back. Oh, extras. I think the banter... Okay, in the credits. Flower crown for mime. What does that mean? I don't... What? I don't know. I don't know what that means. Okay, I think this is just the like in-between banter they had throughout the game. Okay, that does it for Arcadia Fallen. Okay, my final thoughts. I love this game so much. Like, I knew I was gonna love this game, and I was right. Okay, I think, like, I wish this game wasn't so underrated, because it deserves all the love in the world. And I know that there is going to be a Arcadia Fallen 2 coming out, and based on the little I saw, like, it looks like one of the main characters is gonna be Kim, all grown up, at the academy, which I think is just amazing. But I hope with the release of that game, maybe the series gets more attention, because it totally deserves it. I loved this game, and like the way that you played it. Like, I think there could technically be a separate ending there at the end if you wanted to sacrifice mine, which I didn't. But for the most part, I think you were pretty much getting to the same place. You could just kind of shape things to go like how you wanted, like the tone indicators on all the dialogue choices so that you could make the protagonist's personality however you wanted to fit, which I'm so glad there was those tone indicators, because I hate in video games when you like pick an option that you think is nice, but then it's actually, so you say something horrible, and you're like, oh god, I didn't mean that. The story was also super interesting. It wrapped up a little quick at the end there, like the final thing, but I guess there really wasn't that much to show. You were just doing a spell and all the demons were going away. But I found the story super interesting with the demons. I guess, like, okay, I think Goldner is dead. Which, whatever. Alethea, I don't know what happened to her. Is she also dead? No one mentioned her at the end. And Victoria wasn't fired or anything, even though she left the Knights anyway. I don't know. What was I saying? There was a... Oh, the story. I like the story. It was very interesting. I was engaged the whole time. I just wanted to keep playing to find out what happened next. Which brings me to the other thing that I loved about this game, which honestly is probably what I loved the most about this game, was the characters. Like, they were all, with the exception of like Goldner and Alethea annoyed me, they were all so lovable. Especially these 5 here on the main screen, but also Quinn. I loved Quinn. They were so sweet. And I also loved Kim. He was such a cutie, and I'm happy he got to reunite with his brother at the end there. But these 5, oh my goodness, they just like, there was literally like a video in this Let's Play titled like, I love them all so much or something like that, because it was just me gushing over these 5 the whole time. Victoria, she had such good development. I loved her arc. I love how like she seemed very, she was like kind of a tsundere in a way, because she was very much like, oh my god, you're so annoying. I'm here to do my duty and I don't like any of you. But in reality, she cared about us all very deeply. The way she would struggle with, you know, supporting us versus like her duty to, you know, her job. Anne was like not what I was expecting at all. I don't know why. I thought she was going to be much more like a cutesy, like sweet type of girl, but she was very Constance von Nouvelle coded from Fire Emblem Three Houses. Sometimes I didn't say the right things to her because I just could not read her well, but I still loved her. Like, her past was totally not what I was expecting at all, but it just like fit perfectly into show you like why she was like that. And I loved her personality. She was so fun, especially like she was fun to voice. The way she was like so confident in like her abilities and like wanted to experiment, and we're kind of used this as a guinea pig a little bit. Caden was a super interesting character. Like, we got to learn all about like Outlanders and their abilities and his guilt for what he had done. Like, he felt so bad about what he had done, and you know, like his people and everything with their artifact. And he was just like such a soft-spoken softie. Mime, oh my god, I could never sacrifice you, Mime, ever. She is that right-hand companion character that is like glued to your protagonist, which those characters can sometimes be annoying. Morgana from Persona 5 kind of drives me nuts. Mime never drives me nuts. I adore her. She's like I said before, she's like a little sister. I love her so much, and I'm so glad that, like, you know, we get to stick together forever and just be the best of buds. She's like my bestie, and I love her, and oh, like I said, I could never sacrifice you, Mime. I love you. And then my most favorite character, Michael. Oh, I love him. Oh my gosh. He, like, just from the moment, his voice actor probably helped. I love his voice actor. And like, he's very similar to Yuri from Fire Emblem Three Houses, who I adore. He's one of my favorite Fire Emblem characters and also one of my favorite characters ever, kind of period. But aside from that, like, oh, he was just like so intriguing to me from the get-go. His mysterious personality and how like you would only get like little bits of his true self and his past as time would go on. Like, he was very reluctant to reveal things. He had like that mask, that persona. I don't know what the word is, but you know how Michael's personality was. I love characters that have that type of personality. And then whenever you got to learn about like him being an archivist and the Forgotten Library and his whole past with his parents, and I still felt so bad for him when that library burned down, and his romance, oh, I loved it. I'm totally gonna replay this game. Will I be romancing anyone else? No. I don't even care, okay? Morgan, you should see the other content now. No, I will only romance Michael. He's my one and only. I cannot betray him. I also just really loved the dynamic between all of the characters. Like, all of their friendships were so sweet and cute. And as I said multiple times throughout, like, my favorite friendship was definitely Michael and Victoria. Like, they were so funny together. And the moments where you could see that they actually cared about each other, it was so sweet. I loved it. Genuinely, my only complaints about this game were the audio levels. I did the best I could throughout this Let's Play. Sometimes it was really hard to edit because it's like, okay, we cannot hear the music. Sometimes I couldn't really hear the music in the game either. Some songs were loud, some were not. Sometimes the voices were really loud, sometimes they were not. Like, mine was really quiet in the beginning of the game, but then towards the end, like, she wasn't. I don't know, I really struggled with, and the sound effects were always really loud, even though I turned it down a little. I struggled with the audio throughout the whole thing when I was editing these videos. And then the only other thing was the save. You saw me save throughout the game. And if I hit continue, it doesn't, okay, well now it does it this time, weird. It just makes it seem like I'm a liar, but I swear this wasn't the case. When I would hit continue, so you see, like, the last time I saved was here on 13, it would be like, it would always take me to the first page and be like, here's page 1. And I have to be like, okay, which one was my last save? I think it was this one. So those are the only complaints I had, which are very minor in the grand scheme of things. I just adored this game so much. I'm so glad that I played it. I know that this is not my most popular Let's Play in the world, and I don't even care, because I had so much fun with it. And for those of you who did watch it and enjoy it, thank you. I said at the start of this that my goal was to have more eyes on this game, even if it was only one person, and I still stand by that. To anyone who watched this, I hope that you enjoyed the game. And you know, there are still many more ways to play this game. Like, you could make your character look completely different and have a different personality. You could romance someone different. You could pick, you know, different, you know, the choices that were like, this affects so-and-so's path going forward. Or, you know, the final choice at the end. So if you're curious about those, I highly encourage you to play this game yourself. Definitely support this game and these creators, because I think that they did such a fantastic job. So yeah, that's Arcadia Fallen. I'm sad to see this one go. Now, I do think I know what my next Let's Play is going to be for Wednesdays. However, I would like to ask that you guys give me 2 weeks. Like, the next 2 Wednesdays with no videos, and then the Wednesday after those 2 weeks, I'll post the next Let's Play. Life is hectic, guys, you know? Doing YouTube while working a full-time job is kind of a lot, so I'd like some time to, like, I honestly won't even really be taking a break. I really won't. I'll be, like, trying to test out recording this new Let's Play and make sure that everything's working properly. I just want to make sure I have enough time to do that. So yeah, I hope that's cool with you guys. Yeah, okay. I think I rambled enough at the end. I always hate editing this stuff when I ramble because I'm like, oh my god. Because, you know, sometimes I, like, trail off and I'm silent for a few seconds and then I keep talking. And so I have to, you know, cut out that silence, and it's just annoying to keep editing that. So I know editing me is, like, annoyed, and it's like, please shut up already. So I'm gonna go ahead and end it there. Final thoughts, I love this game, and I'm gonna replay it in my free time now because I like it that much. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this Let's Play. I'm gonna go ahead and go, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!